and Science of Ekiti.
A very good morning to you. This is Weekend Diary on NTA 25 Ado Ekiti. We are glad you are joining us on this week's episode of the program. Weekend Diary comes away every Saturday, 9:30 a.m. on NTA 25 Ado Ekiti. And on this program, every Saturday morning, we'll bring issues of interest to the general public and we'll bring experts in such fields who talk on them. Today is not going to be an exception, as we're going to be looking at two very important topics. One is effective cost planning for successful project execution, and we'll be hosting members of Nigerian Institute of Quantity Surveyors. Who are quantity surveyors? What's the difference between surveyors and quantity surveyors? Today we have members of that institute to come here to tell us what they do, who they are, and how we should, or the society should, engage them. We would also be looking at the World Day Against Trafficking in Persons, as yesterday, 30th July, is World Day Against Trafficking in Persons, and the theme for this year is Leave No Child Behind in the Fight Against Human Trafficking. Today's episode of the program promises to be very expository, to be very interesting and engaging. I just pray that you don't go anywhere as we'll take this 1 hour ride together starting from now to 10:30 a.m. My name is Amaka Igwe. We will take a very short break. We'll be right back. Please don't go anywhere. Your favorite weekend breakfast show, Weekend Diary on NTA Ado Ekiti, your choice station, is now repackaged, repositioned, and reinvigorated to serve you better. Weekend Diary is informative, educative, and entertaining. It is out to add colors to your weekend. The captivating program comes up every Saturday. Time 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. on NTA Ado Ekiti Channel 5. You can also join us on Start Times Channel 103 or on Facebook NTA Ado Ekiti. For advertisement and sponsorship, please visit the Nigerian Television Authority in Ilawe Road, Ado Ekiti. You can call Samuel on 0706-29705. Weekend Diary, your ever-pleasing weekend breakfast show.
Sounds of AGT.
Your favorite weekend breakfast show, Weekend Diary on NTA at Drake, your choice station, is now repackaged, repositioned, and reinvigorated to serve you better. Weekend Diary is informative, educative, and entertaining. It is out to add colors to your weekend. The captivating program comes up every Saturday. Time 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. on NTA at Drake, channel 5. You can also join us on Start Times, channel 103, or on Facebook, NTA at Drake. For advertisement and sponsorship, please visit the Nigerian Television Authority in Ilawe Road at Drake. You can call Samuel on 0706 297 05. Weekend Diary, your ever-pleasing weekend breakfast show. All right, welcome back from that break. If you just joined us, the program is Weekend Diary, and we're live from the studios of the NTA 5 at Drake. Remember, you can join us on YouTube and Facebook, NTA at Drake. On this program this morning, on this first segment of the program, we're going to be looking at effective cost planning for successful project execution, and we have the members of Nigerian Institute of Quantity Surveyors, Ekiti State Chapter, in the studios. I have with me Quantity Surveyor QS Ajayi Adeife, Deputy Chairman, Nigeria Institute of Quantity Surveyors, Ekiti State Chapter. It's good to see you this morning, sir.
Good morning. Thank you very much.
All right. Good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay. Then we also have with us in the studios Quantity Surveyor Ario Sunday, former Chairman, Nigerian Institute of Quantity Surveyors. Good to see you again, sir.
Good morning, man. Good morning, everybody at home.
Good morning, sir. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's start by asking who a quantity surveyor is. You know, we have, I don't know, okay? Let me hear from you. Sometimes quantity surveyors are mistaken for surveyors, land surveyors, and all that. Who is a quantity surveyor? Let me start from you, QS Ario Sunday.
Thank you very much. And I want to welcome or greet all our listeners at home. Once again, my name is QS Ario Sunday. When you are talking of a quantity surveyor, it's unfortunate that in our society today, there is a mix-up between a quantity surveyor and a land surveyor. When you are talking of a land surveyor, from the name, it means people that survey the land. But when it comes to quantity surveyor is a professional individual that is trained to prepare everything related to cost management of a project, construction projects. So when you are talking of quantity surveyor, the activity started from the inception, the conception of that particular project. Conception of the project. When you conceive a project, definitely you should call a quantity surveyor to look at your conception with the drawing and the cost implication, so that at the end of the day, you will be able to do that project to time, to cost, and to quality. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, let me go to you, the Deputy Chairman, Ajayi Adeife. Let me ask you this. Has anyone ever mistaken you for a land surveyor? When you tell the person a surveyor, do they always mistake you for a land surveyor?
Yeah, it's true. It always happen. Most of the time when people hear quantity surveyor, they don't know the meaning of quantity surveyor. They believe that we are land surveyor, which we are totally different from the land surveyor. While the quantity surveyor, we know ourselves as a cost expert in construction industry. We are not a land surveyor. A land surveyor is someone that always take care of the measurement of the land or whatever. So, but quantity surveyor, we are professionally trained to be in charge of finance of the, okay, thank you, to be in charge of finance or cost of any construction project.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, let me go back to you, quantity surveyor Sunday Ario. If I want to become a quantity surveyor, what are the requirements?
Thank you very much. To become a quantity surveyor, it started academically.
Okay.
That is, you go to university or a polytechnic. In everywhere in Nigeria and outside, there are universities and polytechnics whereby they study quantity surveyor as a course. So from there, you go for, if it is university, 5 years training to be a quantity surveyor, polytechnic, 2 at the OND and 2 at the HND. So eventually, after you have served, after you have successfully completed your degree and you have served, then you begin to practice. And there is a process, there is a professional body that guide the practice of quantity surveyor. So you are not a quantity surveyor until you pass through this process of professional body. That is, we have Nigerian Institute of Quantity Surveyor as registered under the law of Nigeria. So through it, you are going to sit for an exam, and from that exam, you'll be able to pass through the process of being trained as a professional quantity surveyor. After that, there is a regulatory body that is called QSRBN, Quantity Surveyor Registration Board of Nigeria. So after that, you now be registered. It is at that point you can be called a qualified professional quantity surveyor.
All right, thank you very much. Let me come to you, QS Ajayi. You know, in most professions, we have the problem of quackery. We have people who pose to be what they are not or who they are not. Are you experiencing this in your field?
Yeah, actually, all these things used to happen in every field. We have some people that they were just a graduates and they were practicing as a quantity surveyor. They were not quantity surveyor because they were not registered.
Okay, if somebody can study quantity surveying without being a quantity surveyor?
Yes,
if you are not registered.
Yes, if you are not registered, you are not yet a quantity surveyor.
Okay.
Because after your graduation, you need to pass through some stages.
Okay.
Like be under someone to be tutoring you for 2 or 3 years before you can say, okay, I want to go ahead and be sitting for a professional exam.
Okay.
After those one, that's where you can, after passing those stages and you are satisfied by the board, that's where you can become a quantity surveyor. If you are not satisfied by the board, you are not yet a quantity surveyor.
Okay.
You can just be a graduate member. So a graduate member, we have a graduate member, we have a professional member.
Okay.
All those people, they are not yet a quantity surveyor.
Okay.
Because they were still under tutelage. Yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. QS Sondario, let's talk about this problem of quackery. I know it's a problem generally in most fields. Even in journalism, you see some people, when you go for an event, you see people posing as journalists, but they are not.
Yes.
How is that affecting your job, your field?
Thank you very much. In that regard, it's not only our profession that is affected. It also affects every other profession. Let me take, for instance, there are a lot of architects, there are a lot of engineers that present themselves or they do the work of an architect. That's quackery also. So when it comes to quackery, you see that it affects the profession in the sense that the actual works to be done will not be able to be provided as a service to the community. Because somebody that is not professionally trained and certified as a QS, whatsoever he practices or whatsoever he does as a quantity surveyor or does as an engineer cannot be accepted even in the court of law. So on that basis, anything does affect our name, because anywhere you get to, you say you're a quantity surveyor, prepare this thing for me. At the end of the day, looking at it, we see that it's just a quack that prepared that. So it affects the name, it affects the profession, and eventually it affects our society.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, let's talk about the benefits or the jobs of quantity surveyors, the benefits of a quantity surveyor for a nation, for the society. Let's highlight some of the things you do and how it benefits the society.
Thank you very much. Quantity surveyor, one of our benefits to the society is that we give value for the money. That's number one. Anybody that wanted to embark on a project, at least before you can say you want to embark on a project, you must able to have targets. And that target, we call it cost limit. If you don't have someone to help you to screen all the design given to you, eventually it can lead you to where you did not expect yourself to be. But the moment you have a quantity surveyor, it will give you, this design or whatever you want, this thing project you want to embark on, because of or specification of what we have, you can just this thing is not enough, this thing is too much. So we are there to give cost advice to our clients. Even in the society, Nigeria at home, anything about development, infrastructure, we are the one in charge of finance aspects, because we don't want government to run to trouble. That's why we say we give value for money. So whatever they were spending their money for, they were able to get results from that. That's number one. Number two, we call something cost control. During the process of during the execution of the project, we make sure that we monitor the costs so that we will not run to we do not have cost overrun. So we make sure we check it time to time to make sure that we're able to get value and the quality of what according to the works according to the specification, so that our work is not limited on only just get the money, no, but we need to monitor and supervise the job so that we can able to make sure that cost control, we are able to check it up. That's another one. As a quantity surveyor in the society, at least if we want to let me put it in this way, we call something value management.
Okay.
That value management, at least every project, the reason why we have value management is that as you are working, you make sure that every work was going along the plan.
Okay.
Don't just say you put it aside. No, you must able to value what you are doing and make sure that everything was in order. That's part of the quantity survey job.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. Okay, quantity surveyor Sunday, please take it up from where he stopped. What are the benefits of your profession?
Thank you very much. The benefit commences from the Bible. That's in the book of Luke chapter 14, verse 28 to 30. Who is the one that intends to build a house, a tower, without first of all sit down. What will this thing cost him? And he said, if he failed to do that, that project will be abandoned. You see, in our society today, at the state level, the local government level, the federal government level, even in our community, look around, you see a lot of abandoned projects. Why? Number one is that cost implication was never considered at the beginning of that project. That's one of it. So when you engage a quantity surveyor right from the beginning, I want to tell you that at the end of the day, you are going to go along with the cost. Because the moment you see, on many occasions, we are all human beings. For instance, if you want to buy a vehicle, you see a fine, good, recent vehicle. But when you go and find out the cost, they say 50 million, you draw back. Simply because you know what you have is just 5 million. So from that, you'll be able to plan, I have 5 million. It's not good for me to go for a vehicle of 50 million. Let me go and look for a vehicle that can still achieve the same thing without my 5 million. So the same thing. If you want to build a house, the architect will give you a design. The engineer will give you a design. You will like the design. But at the end of the day, when you don't know the cost, you just start the foundation. And after starting the foundation, you have spent all the 5 million you have. That project will be abandoned. So the truth is that when you engage a quantity surveyor at every level of your project, right from conception, it's going to guide you to know your pocket, your budget. At the end of the day, look at that design. If at that point you need to redesign, there are some people, they build duplex. They have a desire of duplex, and at the end of the day, they don't want the money. They just love it, seeing people using duplex, but they don't know that it's a big money. So involving a QS is going to guide you within your pocket, within your means. And that's why in our society today, if a quantity surveyor is engaged in all our project abandonment will be limited. Not only that one. Number two, we see that cost inflation, it's talking about value management. You see, when you are building a house, you can still achieve the same purpose by using different material. A QS, no quality and no material to be used. So when you engage a QS, it will tell you that, instead of this type of tile is 50,000 per square meter. But this type of tile is also 5,000 per square meter. I can advise you, why can't you use this one for now based on your money? And at the end of the day, the ratio of 50,000 and 5,000. That's ratio 1 to 10. So at the end of the day, engaging a QS, number one, is going to reduce what we call project abandonment in our society. Number two, is going to increase completion period of projects. Project will be completed at the right time. Then it's going to reduce building collapse. If you look at our society today, everywhere there are building collapse. If you involve a QS, it will tell you, it will guide you what to do at every point in time, so that at the end of the day, that building will not only be an abandonment project, it's not going to be a project to futility. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, Deputy Chairman, sir.
You're welcome.
If there's anyone who is listening to us and wants to engage the services of a quantity surveyor, where do we get to see you people? Do you have office? How do we get to see you? For instance, if someone needs a lawyer, we have chambers here and there. So where can we locate quantity surveyors?
Thank you very much. In quantity survey, we have different parts of quantity survey.
Okay.
We have public, we have private, we have consultancy, we have contracting quantity surveyor. We have them around us. As a quantity surveyor, if you need a quantity surveyor for any project or whatever you wanted to do, we have some private firm.
Okay.
In Ekiti, in Nigeria at large.
Okay.
So you can just walk down to them and talk to them.
Okay.
And we have them in public office.
Okay.
If those people in the public office cannot attend to you, they can refer you to where you can get them.
Okay, when you say public offices, where exactly? For instance, do you know why I'm asking?
Yeah.
Maybe I am not the only person. I don't think I have really taken note of maybe a quantity surveyor's office, because I've seen law firms and all that. So there might be other people out there who are like me.
Okay.
Okay, just educate us and be explicit about it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Actually, if you want to get a quantity surveyor, it's not what you can be moving around the street and see them.
Okay.
Just now, because most of us, like me now, I'm a private person.
Okay.
And I have my office.
Okay. Are you afraid to call your office?
No, I'm not afraid.
Your office. That's what
I'm not
asking.
afraid. So
Okay,
I have an office.
Get people who do quantity surveying.
I have, okay, now we have no permanent home address now.
Okay,
Due
office
to
address.
office address.
Okay.
Due to we are developing our site now.
Okay.
So, and in Ministry of Works,
Okay.
that's most especially special projects.
Okay.
We have them there.
Okay.
That's we are using their address for now.
Okay.
Most
Ministry of Works.
Ministry of Works. That's a special
Okay.
project. So that's where my boss is.
Okay.
Because from there you can able to get so many of us.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. QS Ario, let's have you talk on this. You know why I'm asking? Just like I told him.
Yes.
It's as if we have not done enough publicity, or that people, or we have allowed other professions like architects and engineers to overshadow what you do.
Yes.
Now that we are here,
Yeah.
blow your trumpet. Where can we see quantity surveyors?
Thank you very much. As he has rightly said, number one, there is a directory of the Nigeria Institute of Quantity Surveyor on website, whereby you can see the list of all firms
Okay.
practicing quantity surveillance in Nigeria.
In Nigeria.
Okay.
There is a directory. That means that apart from that, as he has rightly said, in all our public offices, most especially if you go to Ministry of Works, if you go to Federal Police, if you go to FOIE, if you go to Obuesti, you will see there are offices specially created for professional,
Okay.
and where you can find a quantity surveyor to assist you or to help you. And privately, we have some private offices in Ekiti State. There's one of our quantity surveyor that's along Waterworks. He has an office there. There is one in Ekere. He has an office there. And there are about 2 or 3 in Adebayo, whereby they have offices, and there are some people that have it along Bashiri, that we have their offices there, that you can easily contact them for any assistance when it comes to quantity survey practice.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, let's talk about, while you were talking the other time, you talked about abandonment of projects and building collapse. I would like that you talk on this.
Okay.
Building collapse and the job of quantity surveyors. How are they related?
Thank you. Building collapse and the quantity surveyor, though they were related in one way, the only way that they used to related is the issue of cost management.
Okay.
Because during the course of construction, at least the cost is the most important thing. Before they started any project, at least the client must have a background which is cost. So if the cost was not managed effectively, it can cause
Building
collapse.
Okay. Maybe when fake products.
yes, where they're supposed to use, okay, like concrete, where they're supposed to use 1, 2, 4.
Okay.
If they go ahead, because in Ekiti today, let's say those bricklayer we have around, they can advise you, oh, please don't use that one is too much. We can just do this one and achieve what we want to achieve. No. They were advising you so that you can cut costs. But at the same time, they were advising you to cause problem for you in future to come. So when the issue of cost comes in, that shows the specification, we already placed cost on that. But the moment you are trying to cut the cost, you have reduced the strength.
Quality, yeah.
So, and by the time you make use of those things, it causes building collapse. So that's why we have weak materials. Just now. So that's where they're related.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. QS Ario, let's talk about building collapse. Roads. Sometimes you will see that roads that were meant to, maybe a road that is built this year, before the year runs out, it's already bad. Why is it so? Is it that quantity surveyors were not involved, or is it that they were involved and fake or substandard materials were used? What's the problem?
Thank you very much. Let me first of all go to the area of the building. When it comes to building collapse, there are a lot of things that contributed, and it starts from the cost. You know, when you see a building, when you are talking of QS, it's not only cost, it talks about quality.
Yes.
Because cost affects quality. So in that situation, when a quantity surveyor is engaged on a project, he knows the quality, he knows the cost. But unfortunately, by not engaging a QS, you see that the workmen, the workforce, they will go and use material that is not according to standard. And at the end of the day, that project will automatically fail. In the market, we have different kinds of reinforcements. And if you don't know the cost, what is there, what we have in the cost, you can buy the mason will go and buy anyone and use it. In the market, we have different kind of quality of cement. And if a quantity surveyor is not engaged, you go and buy a low quality cement and use it. And at the end of the day, that project will fail. The same thing applicable in the road. Unfortunately, I've observed in Ekiti State that quantity surveyors are not being used. We normally observe on some of our projects, most especially the road. So it's always good for the state government and also for contractors, be that is handling road project in Ekiti State, to involve a quantity surveyor, because quantity surveyor will guide you on the cost at the end of the day. And that's just it. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, let's talk about government engagement. Do you think that government is engaging quantity surveyors enough?
Well, to me, the only aspect that I can see that government engaging quantity surveyor is in area of building. Like my boss writes there, he said the issue of road or any other construction aspects, they believe that it's only civil engineer that can handle that. No. Anything of course is QS work. They should not just mingle everything together. The government engage quantity surveyor. Most our project, let me say in the Ekiti, where we are living, they engage quantity surveyor based only on the road construction, or the building construction. But when you come to the all the civil engineering works, they believe it's only engineer that have power to do that, when we have other capacity that can do it. Quantity surveyor is the right channel to do so.
All right, thank you very much. Quantity surveyor Arion, let's talk about how you are pushing for relevance, how you are pushing to be recognized, and how you are pushing to be engaged, most especially by the government.
Thank you very much. We are here this morning. That's part of the process. We are speaking to all Ekiti this morning. So that's part of our plan, or what we are doing to make sure that everybody in the society is quite aware of the quantity surveyor role in our society. Not only that one, from time to time, we do what we call sensitizations, visits, COSI visits to public offices. We have been to most of the political offices. We have been to different offices in Ekiti State and even beyond. We have been to Afe Babalola. All those institutions and offices in Ekiti State, we have been to them, and also radio stations, so that people can be aware of the importance of quantity surveyor in our project. Then I want to mention also, in addition to what you have said on the road projects. You see, I want to, when you are talking of an engineer is just like an architect. The work of architect is to design, and the work of an engineer is also to design. Why the work of a QS is specifically on cost. So engineers should design the road to specification, then QS should measure and cost it. So there should be, QS should be involved in the execution of road projects in Ekiti State. It's going to save a lot of money, and it's going to help the project at the end of the day. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, before I let you go, now that you are here, I would like that you talk to the government, talk to every other person on the need to always involve quantity surveyors in all our projects.
Thank you very much. To the government, I will advise that they should try and engage quantity surveyor in all the construction works, not only the building alone, because we are the one that can give them value for what they are spending. We have so many projects they can spend billions of naira. At the end of the day, by the time quantity surveyor was engaged, it can lesser than what they were spending. So I would advise them to engage quantity surveyor in every aspect of construction, not only on building alone. So let government involve us, and we try, like me, like other people that register in Ekiti State, we are ready to give them our best.
All right, thank you very much. I want to thank you both, Quantity Surveyor Ajayi Adeife, the Deputy Chairman, Nigerian Institute of Quantity Surveyors, Ekiti State Chapter. Thank you for coming on Weekend Diary.
Thank you.
I want to also thank you, QS Ario Sunday, though it's not your first time.
Yes,
you were here last year. Okay.
Yes.
I want to thank you, QS Ario Sunday, former Chairman, Nigerian Institute of Quantity Surveyors. Thank you very much for coming on Weekend Diary this morning.
Thank you very much.
All right, okay. I joined them also to tell you to always involve the services of quantity surveyors to avoid abandonment, just like they have said, and to avoid collapse of buildings. All right, we'll take a very short break. When we return from that break, you'll be meeting with our next guest on the program, who will be here to talk about human trafficking, as yesterday was a World Day Against Trafficking in Persons. We'll be right back. Your favorite weekend breakfast show, Weekend Diary on NTA at Drake to your choice station, is now repackaged, repositioned, and reinvigorated to serve you better. Weekend Diary is informative, educative, and entertaining. It is out to add colors to your weekend. The captivating program comes up every Saturday. Time 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. on NTA at Drake Channel 5. You can also join us on Start Times Channel 103 or on Facebook NTA at Drake. For advertisement and sponsorship, please visit the Nigerian Television Authority in Ilawe Road at Drake. You can call Samuel on 0706-297-05. Weekend Diary, your ever-pleasing weekend breakfast show.
Sights and sounds of AGT.
Your favorite weekend breakfast show, Weekend Diary on NTA at Drake to your choice station, is now repackaged, repositioned, and reinvigorated to serve you better. Weekend Diary is informative, educative, and entertaining. It is out to add colors to your weekend. The captivating program comes up every Saturday. Time 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. on NTA at Drake Channel 5. You can also join us on Start Times Channel 103 or on Facebook NTA at Drake. For advertisement and sponsorship, please visit the Nigerian Television Authority in Ilawe Road at Drake. You can call Samuel on 0706-297-05. Weekend Diary, your ever-pleasing weekend breakfast show. Your favorite weekend breakfast show, Weekend Diary on NTA at Drake to your choice station. All right, welcome back from that break. If you just joined us, the program is still Weekend Diary on NTA Channel 5 at Do Ekiti. Like we told you earlier, that we are going to be having two very important topics. Then on this segment of the program, we're going to be looking at trafficking in persons, as yesterday, 30th July, is World Day Against Trafficking in Persons. And the theme for this year says, leave no child behind in the fight against human trafficking. And I have with me in the studios the public relation officer of NAPTIP, National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, Ekiti State Command. My guest on the program this morning is Mr. Akeju Oluwafemi. It's good to see you again after a very long time. Yes. It's good to see you, sir. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, good morning, the viewers at home, and thank you for having me.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, when we say trafficking in persons or human trafficking, I would like that you give it a definition. Sometimes people do some things without knowing they are already committing. Tell us, educate us on that.
When we are talking of crime, when we are talking of
human trafficking,
we are looking at the three key elements. We talk of the act, the means, and the purpose. What is being done, how, and why. So when you want to give a broad definition of human trafficking, we can simply say human trafficking is the act of recruitment, transportation, harboring, receipt of a person by the means of force, deception, for the purpose of exploitation. In a layman language, we used to say monkey they walk,
baboon they chop.
A situation whereby when we are talking of human trafficking, people believe taking people from Nigeria to other countries, what we mean by human trafficking.
Okay.
No, human trafficking is of two types.
Okay, it can happen from Ebo and Ado. Okay.
Even within Ado.
Okay.
Within Ado, maybe from Okesha to Okenyimi.
Wow.
You mean deceiving somebody from Okesha that, when you get to Okenyimi, there is a life better in Okenyimi than the one that you are living there. And the person telling you that, having it at the back of his mind that you are being deceived. By the time you get, you are familiar with Okesha, Okenyimi, you may not familiar with what is happening in Okenyimi.
Yes.
By the time you get to Okenyimi, they will force you either to a prostitution. At the end, the proceeds of that evil act that you are committing, that person that will be enjoying it or benefiting it. So that is the human trafficking. And most of our people, my dear presenter, I used to tell you, the internal one is even more than the external one. Tell me that this issue of Omodo syndrome.
Okay.
You go to our palaces, you see Omodo there. They have housemaid. Most of the big men will see it as part of our way of life in Africa, and Nigeria is not excluded. We see it as our normal way of life. Maybe you are a director or a permanent secretary or a politician. You would rather having one or two housemaids at home than allowing your own world
to be doing the house chores,
cleaning of the house, mopping, fetching water, washing car, and what of you. They would rather have an housemaid. And people don't know before now that NAPTIP Art, there is a section of our heart where you have somebody living under your roof, 13 years old downward, even though you are paying him an option of fine. So if peradventure, if the person is more than 13 years, assuming it's of my age now, or of your age.
My age,
if at the end of the month or at the end of the year, your wage or my wages is being paid to the so-called agent that brought the person that is providing the service, you are committing an offense. The person that paid that money, which is the madam or oga, the agent that collected the money is section 23, subsection 2 of NAPTIP Act. Two of you have committed the same offense that is punishable under law to imprisonment between 6 months and 7 years without any option of fine. So it's, human trafficking is happening at our own neighborhood, everywhere. Adebi today is a market day now. You see some little boys, girls, inside the market. You see them in all those shops. Madam children, they have gone to school or they were at home watching movie. Why those little kids? You see them in the market. They are the one that will open church. They are the one that is making sales for the madam. And at the end of the month or at the end of the year, their salary is being paid to the so-called agent that brought them. It's a crime. So, like I said the other time, we were opportune to see our traditional rulers. We were telling them they are respected people in the society and we must accord them that respect. But there is no 80% of our palaces. You will see housemaids there. Somebody brought them from either from Benue, Igede, either from Cross River, from River State. Even some, they are from Cotonou, from Niger, from Togo, and they are the ones serving our respected traditional ruler. And at the end of the month or at the end of the year, the purpose for them to do work, they can't account for it. Somebody is sitting somewhere enjoying it. So may God help us.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Whenever you come here to talk about those things, it's emotional because it's happening, and when it happens, sometimes people do not see it as offense or react to it as just like what you were saying about Omodo. Maids and all that. Yeah. People have come to believe that it's normal. If you are rich enough, you just get anybody to come live with you. Yeah. Now, but there's something I want you to also differentiate or to clarify about that. Okay. There are people who are good intentioned or who have good intentions. For instance, maybe we have a family with 5-8 children and they're not going to school, they're not taking care of them. Yeah. Then someone takes them into their home to take care of them. Now, they are not sending them to go and hawk, they are going to school. Is there anything bad about that arrangement?
You know, there is no way, there is a law. Okay. And there is a culture. Yeah. And norms. Okay. Most of the big men today, if you ask them, most of them will tell you that they are being raised either by their uncle, or cousin, or nephew. Yeah. They live with them. Yeah. They live with them. But when we look at the law, a situation whereby, assuming I will use myself as a typical example. Okay. Assuming that in my village, I am an Ekiti man. Okay. So somebody of maybe family of 8 or 9, as you mentioned the other time, there is no way they could provide for the basic amenity for them. Children. Yeah. So paraventure now say, oh, madam or oga, if you don't mind, can I go with this little boy so that he will be living with me, you know, at the end I can, the little I could, just to make sure that there is, you know, goes to school, life. But when we look at the law, a situation whereby that little boy living with me, my own boy is schooling at either Shepherd or one of the biggest schools, and the so-called little boy that I said I want to help, I put him at the LA primary school beside my house. Where my kid is going to school, you will see them well dressed, and at the end, you see that other one easily, you know. You know the difference. God bless you. Even during the church service, when you go there, you can differentiate, oh, this is Oga's son, and this is the person living with them. Don't forget, you have a very good detentioner, but that good detentioner, there is a clause there. Emotionally, you are traumatized that little boy if you don't know. You know, no matter what the effort you put in place, the best out of him might not come out as a, so he has seen himself as a second class citizen, as an inferior to my own child. You see my own child sitting in the living room, watching movie, you know, play with me, play with their mother, while that other little one is always, if you don't see him in the kitchen, you will see him in the garden, you see him, he will do one thing or the other. When you look at the native law, you have committed an offense. All right, so that's what we used to say, you know, there is a Yoruba say, or anyone. So if truly you have a very good detention, you shouldn't do that. You should be able to, what is good for the goose, so good for the gander. All right. That is it. All right, thank you.
Don't you think it is more of moral decadence in the society? Because I know for sure, I know people who take people's children and they take good care of them just like they do. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So those who are doing the opposite, don't you think there's, sometimes you will see some people, like recently I saw from the east, a woman that beat up a child, everywhere on his body were wounds and all that. Yes. So are you don't you think it is more of moral decadence on the part of that particular person? We cannot generalize that everybody who takes someone's child maltreats them.
They believe, my dear sister, you are working in NTA now and you are being paid. You have to give in best of the best in you because they are being paid. Yes. Most of those do I call them most of the end users now that they are maltreating those sides. They believe that I paid you and I don't gain anything. Maybe if they brought you to be living with him for 2 years, after 2 years the contract is expired, so I don't need to put in anything extraordinary because I'm not going to gain anything there. So that's the way they see it, so that they have to
maximize profit and all that.
Everything. So is, madam, let's be honest with ourselves. 90% of those people that are having Omodo at home, they don't treat them as their own. They believe they don't gain anything by doing that. You even see some there was a particular time we arrested a woman here in Ado. You can't believe a girl of 15 years is living with her. Common tissue for that little girl to have a normal monthly period.
They did not buy
couldn't. She said, what for?
Hey.
This young girl, she's using rag. And this woman, she's a very big woman because the two children are schooling at Tafi Babalola University. She said, why would she be giving her pad or tissue? What for?
And the office did something.
We got her arrested. The deputy governor, the former deputy governor of the Blessed Memory, he intervened. And I said before I could listen because they brought that girl from Togo. The person that brought her lives at Shaki. And they have collected 5 years salary of that little girl. Why she will be living with that woman for the next 5 years. She has spent 2.5 years. I told the deputy governor then that the reason why I could listen to you, they have to bring that woman from Shaki. They have to bring her biological parent from Togo. And her salary for 2.5 years.
Wow. All right, thank you very much. Because of our time, there's something. Let's talk about the external now. Sometimes we have seen videos and all that of people crossing to Libya, going to Europe, and all that. Now that you are here, please tell us about this and dissuade people from, there might be, even though we have seen terrible videos and all that, there are people also preparing to also embark on that journey. Dissuade them from doing that.
That's the external trafficking of a thing. It's very unfortunate and very disheartening that as of today, Ekiti State is source, transit and destination state where we are talking of issue of human trafficking. And the statistic in our disposal as at the second quarter of this year, out of the 36 states and the FCT, Ekiti State rank number 14. When we are talking of issue of human trafficking, the external aspect of it. And within this year alone, the NAPTIP Ekiti State Command, we have rescued 21 young girls from Libya. While we have arrested human trafficking, accessory, recruitment, transportation, by the means of deception, force. Most of them, they are being brainwashed. Don't forget, if not for our time, we should have, digest it, because when we are talking of human trafficking, there are some factors responsible for human trafficking. You talk of poverty, you talk of unemployment, you talk of greed. And, the young girls, and the most disastrous thing that we are witnessing today now, the so-called religious leaders, they are the ones that are the recruiter now. A prophet or a prophetess is the one that will see that will saw a vision that young lady God is going to mean that you be in the midst of one people. In the next 2 weeks, is the same prophet or prophetess that will tell you that I have a young girl that I do pray for. She lives outside Nigeria. She now says she want to assist me. If you don't mind, can you go? And at the end, you'll be deceived. Maybe you are hiding here. They will take them over there. It's a very bitter experience. As at last year, we lost a very young girl from part of Ekiti State, a 15-year-old girl. We lost her in Libya after 4 years that she had been, suffering there. So we are just appealing to our viewers at home that even in the free town now, there is no free meal. And grass only green where it was watered. So that if there is any fake promises, like I used to say, my dear presenter, if I should come and meet you now that there is a job outside Nigeria that will you go, you should have asked me, young man, don't you have wife? Even though you don't have wife at home. And you have sisters, even less assuming that we are all men in our family, what of in my community? Are you not telling me that there is no female there? Before you could see that thing, maybe you have been praying and a pastor has revealed to you that your helper is on the way. Before you could believe that I'm your helper, you have to do some background check, do some, some investigation before you could embark on that journey. So we are appealing to our parents at home that if there is anybody somewhere promising to take any of your children, your young girls outside in Nigeria, I will advise you come to our office to come and verify, tell us, let's do some background check on that person, so that if it is a journey that you can embark on, we will tell you. But if otherwise, we will tell you not to embark on that journey. All
right, thank you very much. Because of our time, I would like that you tell us your office, then advise generally on these offenses, most especially the Omodo syndrome here, and the offenses and the punishment that is awaiting the person.
Like I said, you can reach
your office. Okay.
Our office is located at number 13 Oluwakinyede GRA Ado Ekiti.
Okay.
Very close to Yemi Water.
Okay.
And you can call us on 070-3823-1493.
Okay.
Like I said the other time, if you have a child living with 13 years old, that one as an housemaid or omodo, or maybe somebody you brought from village, you promised their parents that he or she will be going to school, and at the end she end up being used as someone. You have committed an offence that is punishable under law to imprisonment between 6 months and 7 years without any option of fine. Or peradventure, if the person is above 13 years, assuming it's even 40, 50, or even 70 years, and at the end of the year or at the end of the month, the salary of that person is being paid to the so-called agent that brought him or her. You that paid that money and the agent that collected the money, NAPTIP section 220 subsection 2, that's conspiracy. 2 of you have committed the same offence as the punishable under law to the imprisonment between 6 months and 7 years without any option of fine.
All right, thank you very much. I think we do not have to wait until it is around this time every year before we come to talk about it.
Anytime you come on us,
okay. All right, thank you. Because there are so many other questions I would have asked for because of time. Yeah. All right, thank you, Mr. Akeju Oluwafemi, the PRO NAPTIP. Thank you very much for coming on Weekend Diary.
Thank you for having me.
All right, okay. Thank you, everyone. This is the much we'll be able to take on this week's episode of Weekend Diary. Remember, you can watch us on Facebook and YouTube, NTA Ado Ekiti. My name is Amaka Igwe, wishing you a very restful weekend. Happy weekend. See you next week.
Of people, places and events, variety of children's programs, entertainment such as drama and musicals, various religious programs, promotion of indigenous cultural values and sport galore. Name it, NTA 5 Ado Ekiti is the station for you. Come today, patronize us. NTA Ado Ekiti, your choice station.
You see the Scottish athlete pushing hard, Sean Frame at the back. He's a Royal Marathon specialist, picked up a medal in Birmingham